Welcome to Storytell Kids.
Once upon a time, in a beautiful sunny meadow filled with flowers, lived a hare and a tortoise. The hare was super fast and oh so proud of it. He loved to zoom around, showing everyone just how quickly he could run. Almost every day, he would see the tortoise ambling along and couldn't help but laugh. My, you are so slow, he would tease. I could run circles around you before you even take a single step. But the tortoise, with his wise and gentle eyes, would just smile calmly and reply, Perhaps. But remember, my friend, slow and steady wins the race. One bright, beautiful morning, a new idea popped into the hare's head. He zipped over to the tortoise and announced to everyone, I know! Let's have a race! Then everyone will finally see just how fast I am and how slow you are. To the hare's surprise, the tortoise didn't argue. He just agreed with that same quiet, knowing smile. The news of the race spread like wildfire through the forest. All the animals came to watch. The birds chirped excitedly from the branches, the squirrels chattered and clapped their tiny paws, and the clever old fox agreed to be the judge. He stood at the starting line, holding a big green leaf as a flag. On your marks? The fox shouted, his voice echoing through the meadow. Get set, go. And just like that, the hare was off. He was a blur of white fur, dashing down the path like a flash of lightning. He kicked up a little cloud of dust behind him. The tortoise, on the other hand, started his journey very slowly. He took one step, and then another step, and then another. He just kept moving, steady as can be. About halfway through the race, the hare was so far ahead that he couldn't even see the tortoise anymore. He stopped, looked back down the long winding path, and chuckled to himself. I'm miles ahead. That slowpoke will take all day to get here. I have plenty of time for a little nap. Feeling very smug, the hare found a comfortable, shady spot under a big oak tree, lay down, and in just a few moments, he was fast asleep. He even started to snore, a quiet little zzz in the peaceful afternoon. But the tortoise? He never stopped. Not for a second. He just kept going, his eyes fixed on the path ahead. He kept his rhythm, slow and steady, step by step by step. He saw the shady tree where the hare was sleeping. He heard the little snores, but he didn't stop to gloat or to rest. He just kept moving step by step by step. He passed the sleeping hare and continued on his journey toward the finish line. Finally, after what seemed like a long time, the tortoise crossed the finish line. A huge cheer erupted from the crowd of animals who had been waiting patiently. Hooray for the tortoise! He did it! He won! They all shouted. The noise was so loud that it woke the hare from his deep sleep. He blinked his eyes, stretched, and then remembered the race. He jumped up and dashed toward the finish line as fast as his legs could carry him, a panicked look on his face. But it was too late. The tortoise was already there, wearing a winner's wreath of flowers, looking tired but very happy. The hare stood there, completely out of breath, his ears drooping with embarrassment. He looked at the tortoise and said, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so proud and made fun of you. The tortoise smiled kindly, his victory making him gracious. It's okay, he said. Just remember, my friend, slow and steady wins the race. From that day forward, the hare and the tortoise became the best of friends, and the hare learned a very important lesson about patience and hard work. And the moral of our story today is a wonderful one. It teaches us that being persistent and never giving up is what truly leads to success. It's not always about being the fastest or the flashiest, but about keeping going no matter what. Thank you so much for joining me for this story. I hope you loved it.